street. And I just realized that my microphone wasn't on the whole time I was talking, so I'm probably going to have to do a little bit of a voiceover and speed up some of the things that I was saying. But anyway, I was just talking about friendships, red flags in friendships, with with one of my friends that I've known since my first year of college. She was my roommate, my first roommate ever. And until recently, she's been my only roommate, but my first roommate. So we were talking about the difficulties it is that some people have making friends, and how, and again, I'm not trying to be negative when I say red flag, just meaning like, why is it difficult maybe for a person to develop long-lasting friendships? And again, even celebrities who have talked about this, like letting go of childhood friendships as they became more and more successful, because you come to realize sometimes that not everybody's meant to go with you to the next stage or level of your life. And sometimes it's necessary to let those things go because you want to keep propelling and moving forward in life. And again, celebrities have said this. I'm not saying this as a jab at people who are struggling to have friendships or make friendships. I'm not trying to be controversial about it. I was just really engaging in the discussion that I was just having with my friend about it, that red flag, because as a woman, this is what we were talking about, as women need friends. We need other girlfriends, right? We need other women that you can have discussions with, things that happen to you as a woman, that you go through as a woman. Like, you need at least some other woman that you can have a discussion with, so that you guys can relate to one another. You can discuss things that are happening with our bodies, our minds, our emotions, right? As women, right? Some things you can't relate to with a man. And so it's important to have some kind of female, I want to say camaraderie, but maybe I'm using the wrong term. And that's crazy. Again, teacher, but I can't figure out if I'm using the right word. But anyway, you need some kind of, yes, camaraderie. We're going to say that word. So, and I was saying, and if you've ever run into, I'm going to pause this. Just give me a second. Okay. I found myself a little track that I'm walking on. Here, let me see if I can show y'all. All right. Okay, so I was saying that friendships, because one of the things that kind of goes off for me is that, why can't you establish a long-term friendship, or a friendship that lasts longer than a year or two? Like, what is that about? Like, where's the non-relatable things? Like, you find relatability in okay, I'm back. But even relatability, even as common as I see like a group of women walking around the track together, like, where is the red flag for me is that, why can't you establish a friendship that lasts, that's not short term, it's more long term? Even if you guys don't talk to each other every day, because I don't talk to my roommate from college every day. I don't talk to my best friend from high school every single day. We have maybe hour long or whatever conversations, maybe once or twice a week, and just kind of catch up and talk and laugh and joke and whatever. And then I don't need to talk to them every day. But where is it that as a woman you can't establish some kind of relationship, friendship with another woman that you can relate to? And there's lots of things that we as women can relate to. Again, I talked about, your body, or even women who are recently broken up with their significant others, divorced women, women that are in the same career path, nurses, teachers, all kind of secretaries, whatever. There's a lot of reason for you to be able to establish some kind of connection with someone that lasts a little bit longer than a short-term temporary type of thing. And so for me, I was telling my friend that it's a little bit of a red flag if you can't keep a friendship. Like, why can't you? And I'm not saying that to be negative towards anybody who this may be triggering, because you may or may not have a friendship that you have been able to keep. But like, why? I don't understand it. And I'm getting older as a woman, and certain things I need to talk to other women about. Is your body changing? Does your hair break off now? You know, I feel like my nails are a little bit more brittle than they were when I was in my 20s. I feel like I get out of my breath a little bit quicker, gaining weight in all these areas that I haven't had that much weight in before. Does life mentally feel like anything? Like, there's lots of discussions that I have with, again, my female girl circle, that there's lots of things for us to talk about, relate to. But, and if you can't do that, or if you barely have one person, I have many, and I somehow manage to have friends, or, you know, people that I consider to be closer with now because I've worked with them, right? You know, I've worked in different states and different locations, and I can say that I keep in touch with at least 2 to 3 people in all of those places. At least 2 to 3 people. And so, I don't know. Again, just a conversation. There's no solution. I'm not saying there was nothing wrong with it. I was just addressing something that I had heard or had a discussion with somebody else prior to this one. And maybe it was my sister. I'm not sure. I also have a sister. I have sisters. So there's that too. I even have relationships with women that have relationships with my brothers over the years, right? We don't talk about my brother because that I don't play about. But those women will call me like, hey, what's going on? How's life? You know what I mean? And not to ask me about what's going on with my brother, but to genuinely talk to me. Maybe they want to talk because they just feel like they need somebody to talk to. And I've created a space for them to know, like, no judgment. Whatever happened while you guys didn't end up together, but I built a bond with you, a relationship with you, we've kept it. Because, you know, I'm not dating you. My brother's dating you. Whatever reason y'all break up don't got nothing to do with me, unless it's foul. If there's some foul stuff that I can't, like, get with or get around, then I can't rock with you. But it hasn't been that. And maybe the foulness might end up being I'm off subject. That's not the point. The point is, I have several female relationships, friendships, if you will, that I can call one of them up and have a conversation about something that I feel like they can relate to. And I can name a lot of those people. So I recently was talking to, I think, my sister or somebody about, you know, why you can't make friends, or why, like, where, I don't know. Red flag is the red flag for me is why. That's all I was saying. Like, not that there's something wrong with them, but just like, where's the disconnect? As a woman, where's the disconnect? So that was really my red flag. Because even my sister and I are like, almost, you know, we've got a large gap between us, more than 10 years between my sister and I. So born in different generations. She's a lot different than what I was when I was her age. But she can call me and talk to me about it. And I can kind of relate to, yeah, this is da 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 da. So even age gaps, right? And there's some older women, or women that I have met along in my life, that I still reach out to nowadays. Like, hey, you know, just catching up, blah, blah, blah. You know, just going through some whatever in life. And I can remember when they were saying things to me in earlier years that they went through and I hadn't gone through yet. So now I'm like, oh, I'm going through this and I don't know how to deal with it. And I don't know if it's, you know, as I'm talking, I'm thinking like, is it a poor relationship with you know, your mother, or a lack thereof, a relationship with mothers. Um, I don't, I don't know. I won't say that I have, or I have had over the years, the best relationship with my mother, or that I've even shared half the things that I'm going through with my mom. So it's a little complicated sometimes. I do have a stepmother. I have lots of aunts. So I don't know. Maybe it's, I don't know. I don't know. It's just thinking out loud. And that's what I come here to do, to think and to talk with y'all, to see if there's a thinking pattern here that I'm off on, or just to share. Or maybe there's a thinking pattern that other people have thought of and never said it out loud. But the point is, this is supposed to be a safe space. And again, if you're watching this and you're thinking, oh, she's saying it's a red flag, I'm not saying that in a negative connotation. I'm saying it's a red flag that would make you think, like, why? That's all I'm saying. That was really what the red flag is. Why? And I can't understand why. And maybe that's where I'm talking and I need help understanding why, a woman can't form a good relationship with another woman when there's so many things that happen in our lives that we need someone to discuss it with, to have. So, all right, I'm gonna end this video because they're about to begin football practice, and I feel like it's about to get real rough. I'm gonna give you a quick view. They're about to start. It's about to get loud. Okay. All right.